The Willows was developed to support people with learning disabilities and autism to be discharged from hospital and live a great life in the community. We sat down with Just Roaming and talked through the needs of the people, and we came up with kind of bespoke design of technology packages.
The fact that you can tailor it to people's individual needs. But I think the key thing with Just Roaming that to get across, it's a service. You know, we're not buying a bit of kit. We needed somebody to come in and work alongside us, work alongside the provider here, who have been fantastic in order to achieve the outcomes that we wanted for the people living here. And it's definitely worked. We've gone from a situation with people who were having really high levels of continual supervision to a position where several people now have got a lot more autonomy, a lot more freedom.
It supported us to think about taking positive risks with people who have been supported in really restrictive ways in hospital settings in the past, and who may have had, very regular observations in hospitals, CCTV cameras monitoring them, and thinking about how you support those people to move from that setting, that very restrictive setting, into the community and reduce those restrictions on people's lives was a real priority, and Just Roaming has absolutely done that.
One of the persons we support has been in a lot of very different hospital placements, and they've been in and out, and they've been around the system for quite a while. And at the Willows, we've been able to keep her out of hospital settings for over a year now, and no other setting before has been able to do that with her. She's been able to have independence time, whereas before we wasn't able to give her this because she's on a one-to-one, a constant one-to-one. But following the MDT meetings and looking at Just Roaming and seeing how we can use it and how useful it is to us, we've been able to give her 3 hours independent time alone, and we don't necessarily need to go up in that time and check on her because we know that she is okay.
But it's good living here, and then you could do what you want to a point. I have 3 hours to myself, and that's probably when they maybe use it there. Yeah, so it picks up things like, it'll pick up which room and that you're in, and like if you go to the kitchen and stuff like that.
We have saved just under £500,000 so far and that is because we've got the Just Roaming system. It's enabled us to review in particular the levels of overnight and one-to-one support, which is great, and obviously we do have to be interested in that in the current financial climate. But I must stress, the quality of life for the people living here is vastly improved. We're all looking for the holy grail. We're looking for the win-win situation. This is a win-win situation, and that has to be what we aim for.